It's CardKast with Mike and Len, the show about everything sports cards, autographs, and memorabilia. I'm Len plus Z, and this is the Fresh Catch Video Edition. Yes, it's Fresh Catch, and there's no secret. It's my second one tonight. I have to actually do these because these cards are going out for grading tomorrow. It is 12/20/2020, so we're getting very close to Christmas here. And as I stated in the last video, all those 1948 Bowmans, all those rookies and stuff, I might not see them until next year, or maybe even 2023. Just a sad reality because PSA, they're not even recognizing entering your order until 15 weeks now, I think it is. So, and then you got 6 to 7 months, 8 months. So who knows? And it's all bulk orders. So anything under $200 of value is got to go into some kind of, they call it value. So anyways, this came from a separate deal, and typically I wouldn't really do 2 fresh catches in the same night, but this was a separate deal. There's some odd stuff in here, and there's also some pretty stuff. Vintage again. And we got a 1952 record in the background of Bob Feller. Threw some heat back in the day and signed everything except for my rookie cards and that record. So pretty cool. I like those records. I mean, as I'm getting a little older, being a dealer, I like to buy and sell everything. But as I get a little bit older, I'm 43, I'll be 44 in July. And as I come across some of these older, magazine ads and even the records, and there's some other things that I just like. I always liked them, and I've had these before, and I've bought and sold them. But now that I'm a little bit older, and as I said that 3 times in a row, but 4 times in a row, as I'm a little older, I like to just I want to hold on to some of this stuff because I think it makes great conversation pieces, background pieces for some of my shoots. And, as I'm going to keep doing that. So anyways, we are going to jump right into this now. And so we have 2 1947 Tip Top. These are very tough to come across. Tip Top bread. And one is of George Sternweiss and Carol Whitey Lockman. One is from the Yankees. One is from the New York Giants. These are in lower grade condition. They are original. They're not the reprints. There are reprints or repros out there. And these are definitely original. And they should grade low, like all my other stuff. And, I'll be excited to get these back just to get them back in holders and, whatever. I don't have any attachment to these except the fact I know they're not really, you don't come across these often. So I'll just leave it at that. Next up we have, I'm just thumbing through this real quick. No, all right, I'll just go in order. All right. So we have a very nice, sharp 50. Let me just get this right. 53 Bowman color, Pee Wee Reese. We've had this before come back in a grade, I think of a 2, I think. It was my buddy Johan's. This is mine. This is crease free. This is darn near sharp. It's also very off-centered. Centering, there's a thicker border on the top, smaller border on the bottom, very thick border on the left, very small border on the right. So if I get a 6 on this, I'll be happy. Again, there's no creases. It's got that age toning on the back, but man, this is, if the centering was just any better, the grades would just go up from here. Cause there's no really there's no corner wrinkles. Just a great card. And actually it's an iconic card. This card is it's one of my favorites. Anyways, next up, we have a 1955 Topps 1955 tops, Hank Aaron. And this card's got great presentation, although it's probably going to come back like a 3 because it has some surface wrinkles, but it is a strong looking card. It is going to be a highly sought after, low grade, great presentation kind of card. So I'm hoping to get back a 3. It's not going to come back a 4. I know it's not. So a year from now, we could check the data in the archives that is of CardKast, and we could see that. So here are some rare cards coming up. And I was hesitant to send them in at first, but I'm like, you know what? Just if it's rare, just send it in. I mean, I don't care. It was a great opportunity for me to buy this deal, and I didn't have to buy into these cards. So I'm okay with sending these in and just waiting a year and see what happens. But anyways, these are 1956 tops, Hocus Focus. And this is Dick Rote. This is card number 1. Dick Rote also has a card number 1, I believe, in 1960 tops, and the card books, whatever it books for, $30 or whatever. I mean, it's that whole belief of the card number 1. It got rubber banded. It got more damage than any other cards in the set. So the card number 1 and the last card in the set usually commands a little bit of a premium in nice condition. So another card number 1 in, I think, was it 50? It's either 56 or 55 tops, is Dusty Rhodes from the Giants. So that is kind of cool. These cards are small. These cards they're micro. This is like, they didn't do this back then. So here, and actually they did do this back then. They had them in previous years, and this set has a lot of key Hall of Famers. They just weren't in this deal. So I have all, I guess you would call the commons and the semi-stars, and maybe 1 or 2 stars, but that's about it. No Hall of Famers. But again, very cool. And I'll turn this around. This is what it looks like in the back. It's very simple. It has the baseball stars, Hocus Focus. And this is the number, 3 of 18. It was a set of 18 cards. And I just think they were doing something with, you got to remember in 1956, they were still doing, painted cards. So who knows how all that came about when they were just saying, okay, could we do something with real photos? I mean, this could have been the dawn of 1957 when they actually used real photos as opposed to painted pictures. So anyways, so we have a Harvey Haddix. We have Ray Boone. And these are decent. I would expect to get back 4, 5s, and 6s on these. And they go for decent money. I think they're just slow sellers, and that's okay. We have Mayo Smith. Probably the biggest star of the bunch is Ted Kluszewski with his big arms and his home runs. Those. We have Johnny Schmitz. We have Hal Smith of the Orioles. And then in a different sense, we also have one of these. Now, I have the Hank Aaron sign to this, the double headers. And this card looks like it was never folded before. It just came out. It was never folded. And the only downside, I'm going to send it in, but it's miscut on the bottom. So it's probably going to come back a low grade. I was kind of hoping to get a 5 on it, but it's probably going to come back a 3. It's crease free. It's sad, but it's got great presentation of Joe Collins and Jack Harshman. So anyways, this kind of wraps up my fresh catch section for now. I do have more deals that I got to look at later this week, and they are. One of the deals is definitely basketball heavy, 90s, Kobe Bryant's, Michael Jordan's, Allen Iverson's, that kind of stuff. So I'm excited to get my hands on that, hopefully. And this stuff is going out tomorrow. So thank you very much for hanging out with me tonight. And I have a pile of mail that I'm going to do a mail day very soon. So probably tomorrow, if not the next day. So thanks for hanging out, guys. A sincere thank you to all the listeners out there. If you like the show, please like, share, and comment below, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you will be notified when all of our new shows are uploaded. Click on the links below to join Mike and Len's Facebook page loaded with sports memorabilia content. Visit Mike's opening day break room to see tons of new products opened up daily that you can participate in. And lastly, visit our eBay store, CardKast, to look for the newest auctions of sports cards and memorabilia uploaded weekly. And we're out.